Caro, talk to me about your weekend.
My weekend, today is Monday.
We are Monday today.
Okay, we are on Monday, so weekend was yesterday and the day before yesterday.
Right.
I don't remember really, but yesterday I was with my mom. Oh no, I remember. It was a really good weekend.
Okay.
I can talk hours.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, on Saturday it was not that nice because my family got mad at me because I slept in a friend's house. Well, he wasn't my friend. Really, it was my friend's friend, and it was no, it's not the first time that I met them, but it's the first time that we like got a connection because the antes they only existed, and it was a really nice day. It was
on Friday.
On Friday, yes, and we were talking like all the madrugada. It was a really nurturing like experience, yes.
Exchange of ideas.
Yes, because I really like them. They are like these two musicians they are really creative, and I like their lifestyle, and besides that they are like almost 30.
Okay, so they are mature.
Not that mature, but lately I've been having this need of looking like through another person that's not like really just like that, like more free in certain way, and I think it was a really nice experience. Yes, but the next day I woke up. Sorry, it was really funny because I dropped cemento de contacto in the guy's face.
How?
He was sleeping. I was just trying to bother him while he was sleeping because I found him attractive, and I was like, "Tinini." And I wanted to know if I put the cemento de contacto in here, if he smelled it, he would wake up, but he didn't wake up, and I didn't because everything was like we only had candles, so you didn't have like much thing to see. And when I felt something in my finger, I realized that the cemento de contacto fell out. But he didn't. He like had like this little thing in his mouth. But I laughed so much, and with this guy we were like all our hands were full of cemento de contacto. But the problem, it was a nice part of the thing, was that the other day I woke up and I went to my house, and I got there like 9 in the morning, and my mom and my brother got really mad at me.
Because they didn't know that you were staying in this friend's house.
Yes. It's that I didn't really thought about it because I was like in the Floresta and I live in the mitad del mundo, and I was just really tired. Sinceramente, I told my mom that I was going to be there like 2 a.m., but then I was just like really tired, and I was having this really nice experience that I forgot about it, and I really felt bad about that. But the other day I came and they were really angry. They were really angry at me because they do are, how can I say that? Tienen razón about that. But maybe I got mad because normally the way they handle it, it's not a good way, and that's why maybe I'm sometimes like more, how can I say that?
Closed or defensive.
Defensive, because maybe if we would have like a normal conversation, I would be like, yeah, that's right, we can have un consenso, but every time they talk to me, it's like they just.
Okay, so I see that there are different communication problems between you and your family.
Yes.
So you're not telling them the complete information of where are you going. They get mad because they don't know anything about you, and they get also worried, and they don't know how to say that to you. So they just like keep saying, but you don't receive that message as something like a proof of their preoccupation.
Yeah, maybe the problem is that the communication doesn't communicate.
Yeah, there's the communication channel between you and your family is kind of lost, so to speak, or not lost, but
It's not effective.
it's not, yeah,
Yeah.
perfect, it's not
Yeah.
effective.
Yeah, but the nice thing about that is like I normally I'm like being like this defensive because everything's just talk, 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 and nothing's like real because one thing is the actions and other things are the words. But
Okay.
that day they demonstrate me that they are with their actions they really meant what they were saying.
And what they were saying.
Like I don't know. At some point I think I don't know if that was a true. And I don't really care about that right now. But they really demonstrated that they didn't care. Like if I wasn't in the house, they were like, ah, hmm.
And what was the thing that they told you as you went to the house, to your house?
What?
What did they tell you?
It's like I felt that it really didn't matter if I was there or wasn't there. And
Okay.
at some point in their anger, they told me that I shouldn't be there, and blah 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 blah. That's why maybe we have gotten to this point. Like
Okay, so
like-
it wasn't that they were worried about you, or like, where are you? Hey.
this time, I recognized that they were,
They were, okay.
but I've maintained myself in like these habits because antes I felt like they didn't care.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
but how do you feel with having these habits with your family? Do you
right.
feel comfortable?
Right now, no. I do feel comfortable because I think that I have the freedom for experience what I want. And a pesar de que I have like got into trouble because of that, I feel like I don't know responsible and the freedom I want because I think that freedom is not always like this is fun and everything's okay, but I think like because of that I have gained a lot of autonomia in certain way because
Okay.
I am completely dependent on the economical part and with my house, but I don't know, I just have to be more mature and to live in a more armonioso. But I'm doing that because in that conversation we had, I realized that they did really care and we are like getting better every time.
As a family.
As a
yeah.
family, yes.
Okay, how did you get to realize that? What happened in your house that made you realize they really care about me?
Because of their traits. Because my mom have been like more preoccupied about what I'm doing. She gives me food for having lunch and I have a car for coming to the university.
So she's also changing
She's
the
changing.
old habits that she
Yes.
has. Okay,
Yes.
so that's also encouraging you to change also your habits
Yeah.
and to develop a better connection with your family, right?
Yes. And also
Okay.
my brother because I cried después de eso because I have this feeling that they really don't give a shit. But looking my mom like really really concerned about not the things she always tells me but things that I appreciate too and that I valoro también. And was like, oh, now we are getting each other. Now we are getting each other and I think like we always had been like that, so just that the communication was like
Yeah, not effective. As you
not
said
effective.
Before. Yeah.
Because I think we are like really good persons, people, but sometimes maybe we can be like more a kind of reactive or emotional. And in that morning, my brother just gave me 2 vinilos
Okay.
of my 2 favorite bands, and I was like, oh my god, you.
Like I feel really appreciated.
Yes, because he knows that I love music. I love music. And he gave me like 2 vinilos of my favorite bands, and they told me that they had a plan for, I don't know, adequate my room
Nice.
so I can feel better.
So is your family is taking you into account?
Yes.
And they're taking into account what you like, how you
Uh-huh.
feel. So you feel that there has been more actions that show you that they're actually worried about you.
Yes.
So now, how real is that thought of they don't give a shit about me? How do you feel with that thought now?
I don't feel it like really intense right now because they are doing stuff. They are not just talking about doing stuff. They are really doing it. That's why I kind of these barriers I have. I'm like
You're pushing those barriers away, which is good because that is contributing to your relationship with your family.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice to hear, Ricardo. Well, what else happened in your weekend? So you got home, you talked with your family. They were a little bit mad, but then they showed you that they really cared about you. What else happened in that weekend?
That was on Saturday, and on Saturday I spent all the weekend in my house, and that's cool because normally I don't like spending time in my house, but that weekend I was like really.
You felt comfortable in your own place.
I felt comfortable, and I remember I was expecting a friend to come to my house, and he didn't come, and I didn't feel like I have to be here, and I was like I'm going to see a movie. And I'm going to sleep, and that normally doesn't happen. That's why it's like really good. And on Sunday, I woke up and I spent like all day with my mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes,
and what happened? What did you do with your mom?
I really was kind of stressed because she can be like really anxious, and all the time, and that makes me. I love calmness, and I am anxious too, but I love like calm environments. And that's another thing, but it was really nice because it was like a long time ago since we weren't in the same car, like going to do something together.
So I've seen that you have a lot of positive changes in your life, that you see that there are things that are happening that are making yourself feel more in peace with your life, like for example spending more time with your mom, being in your house without the feeling of wanting to be somewhere else. So you feel that you're little by little accommodating yourself into a new life, so to speak.
Yes, I've been really feeling really good about that. It was yesterday and the day before yesterday and the day before yesterday, and I don't know, it's really cool because my boyfriend's mom, it's also like better with me because he always used to look at me like.
So do you think this whole situation has changed because you also have changed?
Yes.
Okay, let's try to talk about what did you change in order to make everything around yourself change as well.
Why did I change?
No, what things did you change?
My level of reactivity.
Okay. Your level of activity you changed. What else?
Also my habits. Like antes I didn't used to go home like I don't know. I remember like a year ago. No, it's not. It's almost a year ago. I left my house for like 2 months, a little more than 2 months. And the year before leaving my house for 2 months, I wasn't like being there really much. I went there like like 3 days a week, or.
And then you don't
I
go anymore.
Yes, I had my life in another place because I didn't like there.
Okay, so as you are telling me, I really see a lot of improvements of how you are feeling. I see that you're more chilled, more happy about your reality, you're accepting, and I think that you're also being grateful of what you're having right now, and that you also opened your eyes to the actions that people around you are doing, and also like you feel more appreciated because people is also changing their behavior, and there's like a reciprocal thing that is making you feel better.
Yes, and that's the thing that I was looking for, because I remember when I got here to the university, like I was like, just my mind was in another fucking place, in another fucking place, and I didn't know how to manage anything that was happening in my life because rough things had happened there. And I was like, just didn't know what the fuck to do. And I remember like in these years I have making like a lot of internal changes in perceptions, in how I manage my relationship with others, what I want about life, how I handle my university, how I handle my friendships, how I handle my family. And it's not that I'm like, wow, I'm fucking great right now, but I'm
But you
really
have
better.
you have made a lot of improvements,
Yes.
and you feel that. Okay.
Yes.
That's nice to know, Caro. We will continue to talk about this. I would like you to think about any other things that you would like to improve in your life, and other type of things that you can start changing, and that you will be willing to change in order to continue having more positive changes in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you next session.
Thank you, Majo.
Bye.